Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are, new project day, sort of I'm hoping it'll be a palette cleanser. It's the tiny Temu $10 Hurdy-Gurdy. So I've been looking at the Hurdy-Gurdys that both Wood Trick and Ugears make them, but they're a pricey one, so I sort of want to get my feet wet with something. I thought this would be a good little palette cleanser between projects. Like I say, I think it was $12 when I bought it, but last time I checked last night, it was like $9.99 or $9.79 or something like that on Temu. They've got a few little projects. The treasure box interests me, but I'll probably not do that. I'll have to wait and see. Of course, this is just generic Temu. There's no branding or anything on this. I don't even think it tells how many. No pieces, no nothing on this one. No info at all. So let's pop it open and see what we got. Sometimes I end up regretting these things, but I don't. It's hard to tell from the picture, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. Let's see here. What you got? If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures and how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. I upload daily and just try and have a good time with it. We're not doing anything world-changing. We're just having a little fun building silly little models. If you've seen anything you'd like me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list, and I'll keep saying it. Y'all seem to have pretty good taste based on the ones I'm picking out, which y'all are picking out, that I'm picking up anyway. So, actually, it's like it came in a bag, not shrink wrapped. That's unusual in itself. It might just be not shrink wrapped. It's just still just wrapped in plastic. Okay, I don't think it's an actual bag. All right. Alright, rubber bands and fishing line looks like in there. No, or some monofilament string anyway. Little piece of sandpaper. Instruction poster, of course. Not. Is this the one? No, that's a double fold. It's got a step or two in it here. I thought this was going to be a one-day build. It may end up being a tour. Only 5 official steps, but not bad. Yeah, seeing all that, it may be a 2 days. I'm pretty wiped out from yesterday. I was up way too late and got up way too early. Let's see what we got here. So, throw it up here. Okay. They are going to get the bonus points for putting them in alphabetical order, it looks like. Okay, now I'm looking at how many pieces there are. Maybe it will be a one day. As I'm going to go back and forth on that until I get done, I guess. But I'll pull the pieces for the first couple of steps, and we'll get rolling on this thing and just see how things go. Play it by ear. I won't make you watch me sand it, even though this is a palette cleanser. Okay, here we go. Dropping in. So I got about half the pieces pulled. Let's see how this goes, and then we'll decide if it's going to continue. So basically, there. And bring in the body. Our side panels here. So this guy. Little key thing at the top. We got the little bit of filigree on the outside, and I think that's the next step. So, yes, here. I just realized I hadn't put Snoopy on tonight, so let's put him on. Oh, if these matter here. Want this slot up here and up here. And I forgot one. Yeah, there you are. I am noticing, not on that piece, but I'm having a good bit of blowouts on the, they really tried to make the most out of their wood pieces. They didn't leave a lot of space in between them. The pieces themselves aren't in good shape. They are, the frame is breaking on a lot of the forms over there. Okay, we take the hole, goes up. That the body of our hurdy-gurdy. Now we take our this guy and goes into those slots and down into those slots. Not yet. Going all the way across, giving us some rigidity. Okay. So then move on. Yeah. I think it's doesn't look like it's okay. There it goes. Get all the way flush there. Maybe. There, yeah. All right. And looks like a flywheel of some sort here. It's going. Let's get them lined up there. And this is where my leather work surface won't be good, so but I know how to fix that. A piece of scrap wood here. Up. Way around. Okay. Bring you back in. So this in there. And through the bottom. And a good bit of clearance there. But I just realized I've got a piece of the paraffin from one of my builds. So I'm just going to rub it on the end down here a little bit. Try and get some. I had my. Actually, I've got. Where's my. Day when I wood lubricant around here somewhere. I have let my workshop become disorganized, which is the normal state for me, to be honest. Ah, there it is, way back in the corner. The old Impressa wood lubricant. Grab me. brush. Let's give me a dab on. Let's get it in there. Yeah. And also just a little dab inside that. It'll spread itself once I can get it in there. Alright, I think that's ideal. Alright, set you aside. Okay. Now, these guys, evidently, which ones? These are 11 and these are 7. They look identical to me, the naked eye, but evidently they're not. But this one goes, little guy goes on first. I think that's what. Yep. There it goes. Actually, that's where we need to put the wood lubricant. That's what's going to be. That's going to be our bearing. So that's, I doubt it's going to go that fast in real life. Now, these 3 go, just stacking them in as spacers or shims or whatever you want to call them. It must be getting a little tighter or something, but they do not feel like it. You go on that way. Lock in this guy. Sort of, yeah, it's got about that much wiggle room on it. Once we get everything tightened up, I'm sure that will go away. Seems to be spinning pretty good so far. All right, love it. Oops, no, looks like I missed another one. But here's where I was telling about they got the tolerances are so tight on that I'm just breaking the frame when I'm getting breaking off some of these pieces. Fast have we gone through this? I think this is going to be a one-day build. Okay, now use the lock on the end there. Just sort of clean everything up. Okay. Now, ready to put the other side on. Let's do on there. A couple of tabs to line up and we just work from there. Maybe. Start at the top, maybe I'll get a good view. There. Alright. Ease my way around. Just like that. Alright. Now, put our ribs on here to sort of lock it in. Just three times 6, so it's up top here. Satisfying kerchunk going on. And yet more that I forgot. And F13 goes on these bottom 4, so I think they're the same thing. And I just thought I didn't show y'all when I went over my tools the other day. I bought a new set of files, and these actually round, so I can go around curves a whole lot easier with these. I've noticed real handy, especially on the concave sides, get in the inside of the loop. This does a better job than the flat one. Okay. That's still a nice, satisfying kerchunk. Until this one. There it goes. Always got to be one wise guy, right? Alright, so we got everything locked down. Now, got these guys and on here. And yeah, drops in this way. I gotta say, so far for a $10 build or a $10 kit, this is really the fit and finish is real impressive. Feels good in your hand. It's not, you can tell it's not cheap wood like some of them are. Some of them is just stuff, it almost falls apart as you're holding it. This is well worth the $10 or $12 that I paid for it, as far as quality of build and everything goes. Okay. Now, these guys. And there we go. Okay, across the bottom here. Alright, we're really getting things locked in now. Still moving pretty smooth. Love it. I think that's the whole body, because now we're going to start working on the top part. I can't remember. I should know it. My brain knows what it is, but I can't get it out of my head, out of my mouth. Okay, I'm making a couple of drive shafts, crank shafts, and This down then. The middle one. Okay, let's do. No doubt we're gonna have some rotation here. Let's get a little, just a touch inside there. Got another one over here too. All right. Guess I better. And okay. This one in here. So on the other side. Okay. Stack up B5s onto this one. Got dots on there so we know. Doesn't have a. Let's see what. Like that one ought to be. Yeah, lined up. And the B6 is over here. So we got a chunk out of it, so let me put it on the bottom. Lined up there. Alright. One. Okay, yeah, only 4. Okay, so these guys come on either side of that column, that shaft where they're okay. Over on that side. Okay, so that's going to be. It's going to line it up. Good free motion on there, so that's good. Okay, so the A4 goes on this one. Okay, so this is going to go here. So I'm going to have a. Once everything gets stabilized, I'm sure that'll be. Okay, so yeah, there it goes. This one won't turn it. This one turns that one. Okay, this goes on here to lock it in. This one turn everything. Yeah, so this one over here will turn all that. Okay, getting some good little mechanism rolling. Okay. Now, this goes in here, stabilize it up. I hope. And there it goes. Slow down as it goes. Maybe. Was it? Yeah, that looks about right. As I go. Okay, that's got a little stabilized now, but still. Okay. Seems to be a one-way mechanism. It can't go. This guy won't drive the rest of those. These will drive it. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay. Oh. Now bring in all these goodies. Okay, we got little decorations on this side. Okay, so this side has those holes there that these go in, so that goes on. These go in there. And this goes in here with the whoop, knocked up. Oop, lost a little bit of veneer there. I may end up needing glue for that one. I have to see how it sticks everywhere else. And this part goes back here. Stabilizes there. So there we go again. Be moving these. Now, back to where we were. Okay, now everything's sort of stabilized up there, and still doesn't like to do it. I'm thinking get a little bit on that gear. I think that'll help. And now, you guys. Okay. Go get our decorative outside. Go in there. And this guy here. I'm going to do this in place here to keep it. Okay, so I've got some little door situation there. And okay, so that, and that. And that's all the pieces I've pulled, and that's the first half. So I'm going to go ahead, oh actually, I can go ahead and do the next bit, because it's just combining these guys. So these go into those. Supposedly. Pardon me. There it goes. Reaching back here so there's some pressure there. Okay. There we go. So far, that was the most difficult part I've had to do. But a little bit wider shot now. Well, we see that's going to be the full scale of it, so that's cool. Still got plenty of bits and bobs to add, I'd say. Oops. Oh, that might have been why I was having trouble. That thing came out. Okay. Still looks off here, but it's not. This. I think they got their measurements off on that, but it's still close enough that it functions. Okay. Okay, that's. Whoops. Oh, we're back. That's all I can do with what I've got pulled, so I'm going to stop and grab a few more pieces, and I'll be right back and we'll wrap this thing up. Okay. Everything ready to go. I don't think this is going to take too long. That first piece we put in is actually to secure the top to the bottom. So that's a little bit, I like it when things come all the way back around. I just want to make us up a little peg. Slide it straight through in theory. Side, lock you in place with that one. Oh, alright, cool. Now, that makes us get more scribes. You go there and there. And that goes in the cap. Guy comes up from the other end. And some more on these guys. Straight through there. We don't want to jiggle it to go flush, but I think it's. Oops. I'm supposed to put those in there first. You guys actually go. Oh, this is going to be tricky. push-up's gonna be the next trick. Okay, I think they are gonna cooperate there. Okay, that's what turned our mechanism on there. Alright, this is gonna be our, okay. So it doesn't go flush over here on this side. It's got a little gap there, so that works. Nope, definitely doesn't. Yeah, okay. And then this guy goes in here to lock it down on that side. All right. Okay, so that bit's ready. Now I got these guys. Go in. Around the outside, obviously. I think, obviously. God, it's easier to do across from each other than it is to work your way around. This is also, I think there was a couple on here I lost a bit of the veneer, a couple of layers, but it's, I think there's enough redundancy there that it's not going to be an issue. So this is going to be fun. We're going to get a couple of them in. Maybe I can work my way around with it. Let's see. I had it, I lost it there. Okay, there we go. There it went. Okay. Those things are never fun to do like that. Sure, everybody's in on the outside. Let's go. What? You go down through. Push it through with. that. And that I'll lock in supposedly like that. And a little bit further. Okay, so it went straight through. Okay, so we got our crank installed, and that actually feels pretty nice. Good natural flow. Now, pop open the, and I think I'm going to go ahead just a little bit in each one of these. And then the same thing over here. And last one. Okay. Now, these guys are just gonna get. There's two of them that are different. These, yeah, 6 and 7, different shapes. All the rest of them we're just gonna 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Okay. The rest of them we just double up like this. And I think, yeah, start one up the top and use straight all the way through. 2. And 7. Okay. Now, you guys, like so, and just that ties our double layers together. I'm also going to keep it in there. Okay, I got that. That's the end of the actual building part. Now it's just a matter of putting our string and rubber band contraption in. So, our fishing line and rubber band contraption in. Get it. Oh, some tough plastic on this one. So a couple of, looks like they give us spares. I don't know. I think it's just one strand. Okay, start off with our rubber band. Run it over our little tabs there and through our slots. So. Got it locked in there. Now this is the tricky part. Get it off the other side. Some slack there. Okay. Alright, so now theory. Getting, I don't think my fingers are going to be small enough to do just one key at a time, especially these middle ones. But it does do the trick. Okay. Now, fold the poster. And okay, fishing line. It's been so long since I went fishing. I vaguely remember how to tie a knot in this stuff, but I'll make it. There's a picture here, and it's one of those things that rings a bell. Okay. All right. Get it to not get tangled up in there. All right. Okay, so this is go through from the top, bring it around. Yeah, let's give this slack there. Go around. Looks like 3 or 4 times. Which, see it, that seems familiar. And bring it back up. Through. I think that ties it into a knot. No, it didn't. No, it's going to loop it back around. That's right. Back through. Back through. Yeah. Now that tied into a knot. Yeah. Like I say, it's been way too many years for me to remember that. Yeah. I got a nice good snug knot down there. Doesn't show up on my display, but maybe you see it. We got plenty. Now, run it straight down through here and through this hole. You up. It's going to hit it. over the top and down. Can't see from my angle, so I'll just use the camera. Maybe. Yeah. Around. Okay, now pull that slack back through. Plenty of. Let's see here. Looks like they're just calling for this to be a double knot. So, up. Okay. Seems secure. Sure cut the right one. Now turn our little this is going to take a minute. I think maybe I should have cut it shorter. Okay, that seems to be doing the trick, maybe. Still slow. Well, we got 9 minutes left on this card. Okay, it's getting there. Okay. There it goes. And not stayed tight down there. But you me. Okay, close you up. And okay, there's no tension mechanism up here. There's nothing locking it in place, so it just other than just the friction. I don't hear much difference. Maybe this way. Well, I don't guess you need to be that close for that. I'm not sure. I can't. It was very quiet, but cool. I don't know enough about these things. I think obviously, you know, can't expect much for $10 or $12, but I like. So that hits. Okay, slightly different notes. Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but yeah, it's making. There are different notes. It's a cool little thing. I'm sort of curious as if I spent the extra money on the like I said, the Wood Trick or Ugears one, how much difference it'd make. I'm definitely considering it now. I'd been considering it for a while. Honestly, I didn't think this one was going to be this big. I thought it was going to be like a little tiny one, little hand, single hand unit. But like I said, I like anything with the clockworks in it. That's always fun for me. And it seems like there should be some kind of clutch mechanism up there to make sure it stays tight. But yeah, I'm satisfied with it. At this price range, it's a fun little build. Like I said, it's definitely a higher quality wood than the $10 I usually get on spend on Temu products. And that little flywheel or whatever you want to call it there. I like it's a fancy little handle. Yeah, I can't really recommend it, but I can't not recommend it either. I think it's now that I know what it is, I'm definitely have to put like the real Hurdy-Gurdys on my list, or one of them at least, and see how those compare. I'm sure they'll be better, but yeah, this was fun. I enjoy the silly little one-day builds. They're sort of interesting to me. I didn't even grab my next build for tomorrow. I haven't really decided. I've still got at least 5 or 6 sitting out there. I think I've got a train and platform I'm going to build tomorrow. I think it's a roll life or rocker. A roll life, I think. A little train platform and thing. I think I'll do that one tomorrow. But we'll get started on that one tomorrow anyway. But there we go. There's Temu $10 Hurdy-Gurdy. I think, like I say, fun little build. Interesting. I like clockworks, make me happy, so that's cool. But thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.